reaches the customer a lot. So based on the response of the customer, YouTube is also added a short features to the YouTube everyone, right? Because the shorts will have a 15 to 20 minutes of video, so that is very easier for the user to make the reels of their own activities. Okay, so based on the customer reactions, you could able to add some features to your model. Okay, how now you can develop a prototype and give that to the target user. Based on their response, you can make a changes. So this will help you to get more profit, and it will reduce the cost. Okay, next one. This is the block diagram of a prototype. So you will have a design, right? You will have some plan to develop a product or any process or any software or any app. Okay, so that will be converted.
Yes or no? Louder, please. Yes or no? No. Please no. Two. I see 2, 3. Okay. I really like things that are not gender based. I think it's absurd that stores and brands split everything into male and female. After all, fabric is genderless. How many of you agree? Yes or no? Pass. Yes? If it is yes, please be loud, okay? Just give out your answer. We each have our own style and way of being, but what binds us is that we accept and understand everyone's style. Yes? Good. Who is no? Pack him up in the next Chandrayaan mission. We must practice tolerance and we must learn to listen and accept differences. Yes? I don't believe this talk of investing in dream and all that. Work is work. No? Stay. Work is work. I don't have all this no big blah blah team and other things. I'm very focused with what is important. Okay? So all these questions, so if you put it into your generation of students across any institution, any college, across the world, we get an S for all these questions. These are the attributes of students who belong to Gen Z category. Okay? Fine. So what are the basic qualities? Now, all this information I am sharing you because in case if you are going to start your own company, if you are going to do a business model for some other organization, your target is going to be Gen Z. So you have to understand the characteristics, attributes of that particular generation. Number one. So Gen Z, they have an undefined ID. That is, they express individual truth, what they believe. Next is, they are double-holic. Be inclusive, connecting truth, different truth. Somebody is going to give you, on social media, somebody is going to float information, they try to understand what is true and what is not true. Their dialogues, they have very limited fight, but they are ready to have a dialogue, they can discuss. And they really live their life pragmatically. There is no big things around, they just live practically. They always unveil the things that is true. So one understanding of Gen Z candidates, whether it's going to be a customer or entrepreneur, we have to be very, very clear. They always stick to the truth. They always try to find out. And they have all the resources to find out whether it's true or false. Okay? Number one. So this is an analysis of how different generations really work. Gen Z are the candidates who are almost born between 1995 and 2010. Their context is going to be mobility, multiple realities, social networks, and digital natives. What is digital natives? They always stuck with any digital device. Now, it can be a laptop or a PC, something. They always are aware of the digital platforms. They are undefined IDs, communaholic, they are dialoguer, they are realistic. Okay? And they are unique. The consumption part. They are unique, unlimited, and ethical. What is ethics? Probably you have definitely a subject, ethics, in your regular academics. The most important subject and the most realistic subject that you need to follow, whether it's going to be, if you're going to be working in an organization or if you're going to start your own company. Okay, fine. So, these are the basic characteristics of journalism, and you have to keep this in mind. Whether it's going to be targeting a customer or creating a business or a product or whatever it is. Because all these things are going to be involved with your prototyping model, I'll tell you. Okay. The facts. Before you start anything, you have to be very, very, very clear. So as the discussion for today is going to be on the entrepreneur model and how to start your own business and what are the opportunities. First things first. As per 2023, graduate degree other than technical degrees, okay, it was close to 2.56 lakhs and 66,000 plus. Engineering and technology, it was close to 25 lakh 88,405. Teaching, we have some category there. Medicine, we have some category there. So, we are close to somewhere between these two categories, and all these people are put up in some institution somewhere in India. They are doing their own academic research and other things, and they are going to have a huge competition. And I'll tell you what are the things you need to do to beat that competition. How many of you know only 5% of engineering candidates in India are passing out from IITs, NITs, and IITs? Only 5%. And the remaining 90% are from non-autonomous and private institutions like yours. So keep that in mind. Always people think like, no, we have the cream coming out of IITs and other things. How many of you are following this Chandrayaan project, the landing on the moon? Has it landed? Yes? Is it safe? Is it safe? Safe, good. And how many of you know that there is one small college in Trichy called Sono College of Technology? Have you heard about that? Was it there in the news along with Chandrayaan project? No. That college has contributed, the students of that particular college along with their professors, they have contributed a small portion of an equipment that was used in the Chandrayaan project. It was a stepper motor. It is available, the news is available on the internet. You can just check it out. But our media never opens all this kind of information. They'll just show only the big picture and they'll hide all this unnecessary information. So what they think is unnecessary. Please go and check Sono College of Technology's contribution to Chandrayaan. All in graduates. And you won't believe, they have been providing this stepper motor for the past 3 or 5 years for that particular project. So, don't think like, no, you have a huge competition. Whenever you're going for an interview process and you're going to see IITs or IIMs coming into play, don't think like you have competition. Then just 5%. And if you have all the capacities that you need to have inside the campus, you can beat them. So this is one information. So collectively, 4.13 crore graduates are going to pass out in 2023 alone. And this is the same statistics that is going to be available every year. And you can see this competition coming every year. Okay. So I have 4.12 crore candidates coming out with different dreams, different aspirations, different technical caliber, and who's going to be in the race? Okay. Consumption re-signified from possession to access. How do you have to agree on that? 10 years back, 15 years back, we did not have Ola, Uber, Rapido. Okay, we did not have a unisex gym. We did not have a unisex salon. The beauty parlor. Now the consumption is being redefined. Expect more, they care about great products and great value, they tech savvy, want more from both new and beloved brands. This is Gen Z. The industry needs a new approach to capture the imagination loyalty. Right? You guys, when you're buying something, either on Amazon or any other online shopping portal, you value the brand, right? You choose the brand wisely. So that is consumption re-signification with Gen Z. So what is the evolution of consumer? Expectations from modern consumers are going to be like, modern consumers, especially Gen Z, expect access to diverse information before making purchases. Do we go and buy a product just like that? Nowadays? No. We see the reviews, we discuss, we just check on the social media what are the other options and things available. All these things put up next evolution of a consumer. They are analytical. All these qualities why I am telling you is like, no, these are things that the Gen Z is more inclined to. So in case if you are creating a product, if you are designing a product, all these things should be kept in mind. Relevant to the stock market. Okay? So these are the list of artificial intelligence companies in India. And most of them, if you see, have really happened between 2015, 17 or 18. Okay? They are almost 5 to 7 years old, 8 years old. If you are really targeting a career, I want a job, I want a decent job, I want to get into an organization and then improve my career, definitely these are the companies to look out. Just go to the website, see what are the career options they have, what are the projects they are doing, and whether you can really fit in technically there or you have to improve on that. Okay. So all these companies that are really working really well on the stock market are all companies using artificial intelligence. You have seen this company called Tata History during the Chandrayaan project, right? They have given some products for that particular project as well. So they have scope. So there is always a background entry into the organizations. Being a student of artificial data science, you should not always depend on the institution to give you a campus placement, bring in organizations, something like that. You can start exploring organizations abroad and then try to understand what they're doing, improve your technical skills and move it. So these are some of the informations that we picked up. So people who are in the stock market interested, those who are using Chrome,